My name is Shirley Bradway. A little stretched in that I miss my family, and I'm not used to doing air hugs. I'd rather do regular hugs. I miss church service here, communion, all the different activities, that I usually participate in, and all the interaction I have with people. And I'm also concerned very much so with what's happening, in the world around us, and what kind of problems America is facing right now. And it's a huge plateau, or whatever you want to call it, that we're on, and that's going to call for some tough decisions. For the most part, since I'm in that age bracket that's supposed to be careful, I have been staying home. I have been Zooming for meetings and also streaming the services here at Nativity. In March, in the latter part of March, Lutheran Social Services, which is a part of one of the circles I belong to, had to make an announcement across the state of Minnesota that there was a need for 6,000 face masks for the pandemic for the COVID-19. And Mary Peterson is our person at LSS Circle that facilitates our meetings. And she went into action along with Marcy Sorensen, and they did the detail as far as what we can do as a group. And then I provided my enclosed porch at my home so that people could come and get their material, and also the elastic and kits that were cut so that all people had to do would take them home and sew on the sewing machine. And so we started that in April, and we ran that from my house for about 7 weeks, and people came and picked up the materials they needed and then brought back the finished products. And every week, either Mary and Mark Peterson or Joan and Jerry Huffman then delivered the amount, and it was usually over 100 a week, to LSS directly. And we did that until May 26th. And they had asked for 6,000, but that was across the state of Minnesota. And so they made that goal of 6,000 by mid-May, and then they decided that they wanted to extend it, the numbers, and they added 4,000 to that 6,000 and said 10,000 masks by Labor Day. And they met that goal in mid-July. And so our group, from the 7 weeks that we participated in, provided them with 1,200 masks, which was very good for this small group of women. And so it was a challenge, and I learned to keep my distance and keep my mask on when people would come to the porch and pick up stuff. And it was just a great experience for all of us. And so we're waiting for the next time, maybe in the fall, that LSS might need those masks again, because those masks go for the homeless youth programs, for the elderly services that they provide for several different groups, and also for Meals on Wheels, and then all the support staff of LSS. So it's been a huge endeavor, and very much needed. Well, it's very elementary that either our country is going to need to listen to science and bring this whole pandemic situation under control, or we are going to be in serious trouble. And I know today on the news it said there were 180,000 people now that have lost their lives through this whole situation. So it's important. that we will get this situation under control. I would love to go back and have more time with my family and more time being able to look at situations and see that, you know, we actually are accomplishing something. I am so proud of the generation that's growing up because they seem to say, okay, it's time for change, and they're demanding and they're protesting. And we need more of that because we're at a deep crossroads in this country. We truly are.